Hey, welcome back to my Solus Linux desktop install on Oracle Virtual Machine. Tonight is the third video on how to use Python virtual environments. The first two, if you missed the first two videos, there'll be links in the description to both of those. Also, I was mentioning that the first video is using the built-in virtual environment module VENV. The second one used the Rust, the one called UV, which is written in Rust and is just blazingly fast. Tonight we still have an older, maybe the second oldest virtual environment manager, and that is one called Anaconda, or in our case, Miniconda. Now, the first question you may be wondering, how do I choose which one? Well, the single best reason to make a decision is this line right there. Anaconda distribution installs 9.7 gigabytes of data, while the Miniconda installs only 900 megabytes. Generally speaking, you don't need the full Conda distribution, okay? Because it's going to install a bunch of packages, most of which you'll never use. So I suggest starting out with Miniconda. And you can basically find Miniconda over here at anaconda.com /download. Okay. Now I've already downloaded it, and what it is, it is available for Windows and Mac also, by the way, as is of course all three method mission do work on Windows and Mac. Okay, so anyway, what it is, you download this little this shell script here. Okay. And that is what? Well, that's pretty big. It's probably 156 megabytes, because when expanded, it's 900. Okay? So what you do, you can do something like this. See if this works. And it says, in order to continue this installation, please review the license. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, let's put it under Home. And there's three steps. Once you create the environment, then you activate the environment, and then you install your packages, okay? Installing base environment. So you see, it does install a bunch of stuff, including SQLite, executing transaction, downloading and extracting packages. So it does, let's see, it says conda config set auto activate base false. Now, you can undo this anytime. Proceed with initialization, yes. We want to initialize the default, the D file. Let's try this. It's thinking, okay, this is your environment name. This is the base environment. Let's just try something now. Yeah, so now it's working. Okay, so now, if you look over here, we're inside of Home David, okay? Right? There's Miniconda. Now what it is, by default, your projects are installed under Envar. So we can do conda create name, let's call it Finance again. And by default, you have to tell it to install one package, okay? Let's see. Well, yes, I do actually. Terms of service. Yes, we'll sell our souls. Like I say, let's see what's been installed. Pandas. Pip. Well, yes, I do want to install this, thank you. So now it's going through our install process, okay? Then what you do, you move into the environment, and you activate your environment. And then we can do a conda, should be conda install. We can install some more packages, okay? Now, of the three, I have to tell you, I think UV is probably the best because it's so fast. It's Rust, it's modern, it's so fast. And it doesn't, as far as it doesn't download and install, pre-install any packages, okay? Which is what Miniconda and Anaconda does. Let's just drop back up here. Anaconda cheat sheet, okay? So it says create, we just did that. You don't have to say Python. You can specify a Python version, but you can put any package name back to it. You have to have one package name, okay? Conda activate environment name, conda deactivate, conda environment remove, package manager conda install. Okay? Now it's finishing up. Excellent. So now let's do this. There's our environment. Let's try this. Let's try this. Okay, so now you can see our environment is activated. Now we can switch over to here. At this point, we should be able to we already installed pandas. At the Seaborn two channel terms. Yes, we'll accept all this here. And here's all the stuff we're trying to install now. When you activate the environment, it also sets the path so you can execute your commands from directly inside of Anaconda. And again, the advantage here is that you can install different versions of Python and packages into different environments. God forbid if someone's using Python 2.x, you could probably download and install. You could buy some environment using Python 2.x. God forbid. God forbid. Tornado, David, hey, you got to install that one. Open LDAP, Seaborn, SIP, Matplotlib, Qtbase, Pillow, Font Tools, Pixman. Now, what's interesting is MySQL Live. I'm not sure why that's there. Tornado. So there's two more live Fortran. Now that one's interesting. Of course, you may say, why Fortran? Well, the simple fact of the matter is, my friends, Python NR data science is built on top of Fortran. Okay? That's not something you hear a lot, but it is. That's the only reason for it to be installed there. It must be something in Python. So, we got our base thing installed. Let's do two more. What am I going to do? Wi-Fi net. Wi-Fi net. That's interesting. Now there is something else we can do. IPython is a shell program, and it's kind of interesting. It's used by Jupyter Notebooks, Jupyter Lab, everything like that, okay? There we go. Now you can in fact run pip inside of Conda, and that's what we're going to do. We could probably change the, you can change the repositories that it pulls from. But I'm not sure what that command is. Okay. Well, we can ask. What the heck? Let's ask. And we're logged in, so let's do this. And there's a command you can say. Okay. So we're going to do package name. Okay. And if this doesn't work, then we can install the pip within the environment. Let's just go over here. Okay, let's try it. Okay, so here we are. And there you have it. How to download and install Miniconda from the Anaconda.com website. And very quickly install packages and pull down some stock data.